Hey everybody, welcome back. So we had the Dragon Quest 35th anniversary stream last night, and there were quite a few things. So there was Dragon Quest III HD 2.5D remake, there was Adventures of Dai screenshots, and there was the announcement of Dragon Quest XII, The Flames of Fate. So I saw a little bit of the HD 2.5D trailer. Didn't see the full thing, so I'm going to watch it now, give you my thoughts. And then we'll look at the Dai screenshots. We'll talk a little bit about Dragon Quest XII, give you my thoughts on where I think it might go. But otherwise, there was quite a bit of news, Dragon Quest X news as well, amongst other things. Let's check it out. And a little bit of history with my experience with the Dragon Quest franchise. I played 7, 8, 9, and 11. 8 was the very first one I ever played. And I've always wanted to play 1 through 6, but I've had a hard time going back because one of the biggest things is the first-person perspective. 8 kind of ruined the earlier games for me because, and other RPGs in general, I'm just so used to seeing my characters on screen. And I know in this game they have the first-person perspective, but the rest of the visuals look so good, I'm pretty much willing. This is a bad way of putting it, but to forgive it, I'm still going to play this game regardless of that fact. So anyway, let's see what's going on. That is old school right there. And I've heard people say 3 is their favorite for quite a few people. That's one of those people. Yeah, that looks pretty damn good. And this makes me excited for other established franchises, RPG franchises out there. What other ones could they do? Final Fantasy VI pops in my mind immediately, in the old school Final Fantasies, but I almost want more of a fully fleshed out remake for those. Man, this is looking pretty solid though. Now you can obviously tell this is the Team Asano doing this. That looks amazing. I wish combat was like that the whole time. But the backgrounds and even the spell effects look amazing in this style. Holy Jesus. Oh, cool night transition there too. Yeah, man. Bravo. HD, oh, it's HD-2D remake, not 2.5D. That's pretty sick. Yeah, so the shot that really got my hopes up is when I saw this, when I was looking at the trailer for the first time, and I was thinking, oh man, they finally changed it to third-person perspective, but then it transitions to this. But I'm willing to look past it, because just look at this damn shot. The depth of the backgrounds here with the 2.5D style, it looks friggin' incredible. Looks so good. And the sprite work is so good here too. Looks amazing. Even though we only see them in the transition into battle here, that's enough to almost, that kind of gets me past that hurdle I had with the first person perspective. And I know I should play the other games, and I know it's a silly reason not to, most likely, because I hear the stories are good and gameplay is still very solid. I love that traditional gameplay, but it was just something I just couldn't do. I just was like, oh, I want to see my characters when they're fighting. But and it seems like there was hinting at them remaking Dragon Quest 1 and 2 in this style as well. And I think that obviously rides on the fact if this game is successful or not. And I shouldn't be too surprised this is the route they went visually. I very much thought they were going to go full 3D. And this is very much a Pokemon Pearl and Diamond remake situation for me, because I thought those games would be full 3D. And I very much, when I heard rumblings of this, I thought it was going to be a full 3D game as well. But it makes sense because Dragon Quest is steeped in obviously traditional gameplay, traditional art aesthetic, and so on. So this shouldn't be too shocking to a lot of people. I'm, I guess, maybe a little disappointed it's not a full 3D remake, but by and large, I'm pretty okay with this. This art style works incredibly well for this game. Pretty much made for it. And I just, once again, Final Fantasy IV, early Final Fantasies, maybe they'll do something like this with them, possibly down the road sometime. And there's so many other great RPG franchises out there too that could have a resurgence or revive themselves with this kind of style. Because obviously these games are selling decently well because they keep making more of them. I wonder if it is going to pan back out to the characters every time we pick turns or pick our turns for the characters. You guys got me with the world map by itself. Nah, great job. Once again, very promising. I'm very curious to see where it goes. So then next we had Adventures of Dai screenshots as well. Now for Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai, it's my goal to read the manga first or watch the anime before the game comes out. And this game, even just with this screenshot, it's looking way better than I thought it would. And it's looking much better than obviously the footage we saw a year ago. So this game is looking pretty damn solid. Really excited for an action-based Dragon Quest game. Pretty decent screenshot here too, not too bad. Then this frickin' guy, I've seen manga panels of this character. Don't know anything about him, but he looks awesome. And I think everyone who's played Street Fighter 3 will think of Gil when they look at this character. He very much screams that. And then this looks awesome. Look at just the graphical effects, the particle effects going on here. The use of color, the Toriyama style. This is a kick-ass screenshot. Obviously some special kind of attack coming here. I'm once again not familiar with the Adventures of Dai, but honestly, this game's looking pretty damn sick so far. Can't wait to see more. And then the last big thing, I'm not even gonna bother watching the trailer again because it's just a logo trailer, is the Dragon Quest XII, The Flames of Judgment. And I was very curious to read, so it says here, according to Dragon Quest game designer Yuji Horii, Dragon Quest XII, The Flames of Fate will feature dark, mature content and force players to make various decisions to determine their way of life. So more of a dialogue choice mechanic, I guess, or maybe branching story paths in this one. The series traditional command battles will also be revamped, but fans of this series should still be able to enjoy it without discomfort. So I remember an old Dragon Quest XI interview he did. He said he wanted the next Dragon Quest game to be as well received as 11 was for its graphics and story and characters. He wanted the gameplay mechanics of 12 to be just as well received. So I think from that, a lot of us already knew there were going to be some revamps and changes coming to Dragon Quest XII. But it sounds like this very much smacks to me of Final Fantasy VII Remake, to a degree, because I feel very much with this game, Dragon Quest XII, there is going to be a traditional turn-based battle option. There will be an option for the classic Dragon Quest gameplay. I feel like that is pretty much an absolute certainty at this point. I don't think they're willing to let go of that completely yet. And once again, it says, but fans of the series should still be able to enjoy it without discomfort. I feel like that's pretty much being like, don't worry guys, you'll still like this game if you like this traditional turn-based combat. I think they're just going to have an option for traditional turn-based combat with some bells and whistles and changes. Probably some action elements in there somewhere, or something else along those lines. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm very curious to see it. And Dragon Quest games are generally pretty dark already. Dragon Quest VII, for example, holy crap, some of the storylines in that game got really, really dark. But I'm wondering now, because obviously we got a lot of darker themes in a lot of Dragon Quest games. We still have those bright, cheery visuals to go with them. I wonder, obviously it's going to be, I think, Akira Toriyama doing the visuals, but I wonder if he's going to be getting a little bit darker with maybe some of his character designs and so on and so forth. So I wonder if the visuals will reflect the darker narrative. We'll just have to wait and see. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with everything that I saw. The one thing I wasn't super keen on was the Dragon Quest X offline announcement. I would love a game of that type, but I want it in the style of the online version. I wasn't super keen on the visuals of the Dragon Quest X offline with the chibi style. I can maybe come around to it, but right now I'm just not feeling it. I very much just want the MMO to be localized in the West here, but I don't know if that's going to happen, at least not anytime soon. Phantasy Star Online gives me hope, but we'll have to wait and see. But all in all, pretty damn happy with everything. Can't wait to see more Dragon Quest news in the future, and I'm so curious for what 12 is going to look like. And I want a new trailer for the Adventures of Dai, and I'm very much looking forward to playing Dragon Quest III for the first time in this 2.5D style. So anyway, all of you, let me know in the comments what you think of this 35th anniversary stream. I'm pretty excited, and there's a lot of good looking Dragon Quest games to play in the future. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you later.